I talk so much about L5R. Lo and behold, more L5R content, Shadowveil, Legend of the Five Rings official reveal trailer by Palindrome Interactive.
He embarked into the Shadowlands on his own?
Shame will motivate a samurai more than glory.
We crab might have skulls thicker than the wall, but facing demons alone is...
a death wish.
And he returned without a war banner?
Indeed, but he was quick to embark again. This time, with more equipment.
Hope he brought a warhammer like mine.
Whatever he brought, it was working.
He didn't embark alone next time, right?
Samurai from the farthest reaches of our clan joined him.
And now, the fool's vanished off the map.
We have been summoned to find him.
We'll find him. With you at my side, brother, the Shadowlands doesn't stand a chance.
Why? Why? I think the question I have to ask is who asked for this? So I very much like L5R. Prior to this, which was an on-stream thing, we derailed the chat for about 10 to 15 minutes, talking about nothing but L5R. Literally talking about Kalani's Landing and how it produced effectively infinite gold because it straightened every phase in Emperor Edition. Talking about Ninja Stronghold. Talking about like how Shadow Dragon has Shugenja Conqueror and like ninja keywords, right? Like, have I been doing the hobby for 30 years? No, absolutely not. Why? Like, what, who asked for this? I think that's my question at this point. Like this backing, like everything about L5R. I'm a huge fan. So I had a buddy, my Crane Clan buddy. He was talking about this recently, and he was venting his frustration about, but why? Effectively the same thing, like coming to the conclusion of who asked for this, why? I guess you can absolutely call me biased, because I just want Emperor Edition back. You know what? Just rewind the clock. Go back to the final days of Ivory, and let's just keep going on from there, right? Like, Dishonor got heavily nuked going from Emperor into Ivory because of how Dishonor mechanic worked, and then, you know, being able to buy your personalities. So the way that it got nuked was if your opponent ever received Dishonor any time in the game, they could ignore honor requirement for the rest of the game. I would argue that's very controversial, but as far as I'm aware, the people who did play Ivory in my area were saying, yeah, towards the end of Ivory format, you know, it kind of started picking up. So, obviously, L5R is no longer owned by AEG, Old Rock Entertainment Group. They did get rid of it. I think it's in the hands of Fantasy Flight now, which they do have the L5R RPG, which both old L5R and new L5R, they do different things, but both of them I hear are really good. They did have the L5R LCG, which they attempted to release, and I don't know how much of it was the virus impacting it versus numbers, but like, I've watched L5R die twice at this point. Emperor Edition ended effectively with Lamau, and then Daigotsu Kinpeki won the world. I think I'm more frustrated because it's hard to really express how hilarious certain interactions are, because L5R is like the greatest game you've never heard of. Legitimately, you could quite literally have a Crab Clan Berserker Duel of Haiku, a actual honeybee, and the honeybee wins the Duel of Haiku because the Crab Clan Berserker does not have the requisite cheese stat, okay? This game was amazing. This game was the infinite meme generator, okay? Capitalism go berk, Kalani's Landing, straightens every phase, pays, produces 4 gold, cannot buy certain things with that gold, but every phase. Like, what? He just slow roll all game. So I look at this. Why couldn't we have gotten Rokugani Dating Sim? Why couldn't we have gotten like Politics Simulator? Why couldn't we got like there's so many other, why did it have to be a roguelite? Like, and this is one of those things, I think similar to Warhammer, right? Everybody wants to see their Legion. Everybody wants to see their favorite Space Marines chapter. Everyone wants to see their factions, right? Like, you know, let's say Total War Warhammer 40k, Total War 3 Warhammer 40k comes out, right? Everyone's going to want, you know, there's going to be your Eldari players who want to play Eldari. You're going to have your Chaos Pit players who want to play Chaos. You're going to have players who want to play Eldar. You're going to have players go, well, I want to play Alpha Legion, but no, well, I actually want to go play White Scars, right? Like, they're absolutely. So when I look at something like this, sure, you can say I have the bias of, well, Kip, you're just a Scorpion Clan asshole, which is an actual fair criticism. But like, why did it have to be this? So I want to be excited because more L5R content, but at the same time, I don't. What was the business meeting that led to this? I think that's why I'm a little confused and concerned, especially if this project flops. I mean, the movement, I don't know, it's thematic, right? It looks a little chunky, looks a little clunky. As an L5R fan, I think this is personally a miss. But that is definitely through the lens that I do in fact love Emperor. I do in fact like what I heard of Ivory, despite me being unable to play Ivory at the time. Hearing about older formats, such, you know, going into say Diamond, Jade, Lotus format, even back to, wasn't it not Emperor? There was whatever the beginning one was. And there's some cool cards throughout the history of the game, like Ninja Stronghold, right? So it makes an interesting like legacy setting where like, yeah, like things like in Times of War are kind of not there because they need to not be there because it locks out certain decks. Absolutely. There's definitely some staple picks, but at the same time, it's like, who asked for this? I don't know who asked for this. I don't know who wants this. I feel that this is kind of a nothing burger, strictly because if you're new to L5R, you're probably not going to have much of a, like, understanding of what's going on. Like, with Space Marine, I was able to kind of piece things together, and people are just like, oh, yeah, no, that's just Deathwatch at the beginning. Yeah, no, this is what's happening. And, that shoulder pad is Alpha Legion. The Alpha Legion's, you know, this Legion, and we don't really know what Alpha Legion does, because Alpha Legion. Like, you can kind of, obviously, like, there's absolutely complexities and depth of the 40k universe, but it's kind of like, well, why should I care about this Hida Casada dude? Okay, Little Bear or Big Bear? Because technically they're two different people, right? Like, I don't think that translates over the same. And my fear becomes, if they release this and it flops, we won't get new L5R content because, oh, Lamau, look, he clearly is not interested in video games. Despite me literally having no idea who this is aimed at or marketed to or why this product exists. So I feel like I've been like teabagging this thing all video. It's really from a lack of true understanding and concern. If you're an L5R RPG player, whether you're playing old RPG or new RPG, why are you just not playing the RPG? If you're playing TCG, right? I mean, first of all, where are you getting games in? Because I'd love to jam some games of L5R TCG. Oh my god. Like, please. I'll just show up with, like, Dark Path of Shadow or something. It'll be great. Make a fun time, right? But, like, who L5R-wise is going to pick this up? Unless this is an absolute mechanical smash hit, and this is one of those, like, oh yeah, no, this is, like, really one of this, it's like the next Lethal Company. I don't see it. I don't see why this exists. And I have my concerns because this is one of those, like, but why though? So hopefully that made sense. Hopefully this signal boosts. Hi, I do play L5R. I did play L5R. I have not necessarily had the longest track record with L5R, but I like L5R. It's great. I think my buddy actually, oh my god, I think my buddy did actually write, the Crane Clan buddy, I think he did write an actual dissertation on the second battle of Beaten Pass. I need to ask him for it. I need to see if I can find it. Because if so, I might redact the information and post it. I love the setting. I don't know if this is quite a hit, Captain. We're going to see where it goes. I might check the Steam reviews whenever this inevitably comes out, if it comes out. So, yeah, let me know if you're hyped or not. Let me know if I'm definitely missing something, or if you just want more Emperor Edition and Ivory. Let me know what clan you like. That'll be it. Have a good one.